Who can now usurp Rhys Adamola and his fellow Corkman Shane Howard at the top of the standings. He's done it before, has Jason Smith, as we see the men's 3,000 metres ready to roll there. But Jason Smith grew up in San Francisco, now living in SoCal, Southern California. He has one chance. He has soared well beyond 8 metres already this year. 8:13, his season's best in Chula Vista, where he also trains just outside Los Angeles. 25 years old, graduate of Long Beach State University. Jason Smith, 7:60, his best so far tonight. He needs 7:70 for second or 7:71 to join Rhys Adamola at the top of the standings. Can he produce it? Pressure jump.
Don't think that's going to be enough this evening. He gives a kind of dejected round of applause, but I don't think he's going to breach those top two spots again. Just 1 centimetre separating the two club mates, or rather the Bandon AC and the lead-in man, the two Cork men in this one. Shane Howard and Rhys Adamola. Jason Smith, a result of 7:42 for his final jump, so not quite enough. It's going to be third position for the American on this case, a man who's gone well clear of 8 metres in the past, but not today, and the champ is the local Rhys Adamola.
The champ is here, Rhys Adamola, and he'll have the bragging rights with his brother Alex this evening. But looking back on track to the men's 3,000 metres, and they are moving at lightning pace. Specifically Nick Griggs, who has slotted in behind the pacemaker in that orange vest. The 19-year-old Irishman. There's just a slight gap then further back. It looks to be number 20. That is Olin Hacker of the United States, who is probably the favourite, I would have to say, for this race, who ran a 13:08 5,000 metres indoors this year, the 2022 NCAA champion. He slots in there in third in that Northern Arizona University singlet. But Nick Griggs, the Irishman, he could be going after Dara McElhinney's Irish under-23 record here. That stands at 7:20.86. Griggs has been coming all the way up, breaking a lot of McElhinney's records, but McElhinney has a chance to defend his home track here. He was brilliant 2 years ago. He slots in there behind Nick Griggs, back in 5th place. It has not been a good season this year for Dara McElhinney by his own lofty standards, but he's coming back into a bit of form late. A few health problems earlier on in the summer just cost him his shot at going for the Paris Olympics, but in that black vest, back in 5th at the moment. And we see a couple of the athletes from Kenya, that is Amos Langat and Matthew Kipruto, the Essex athletes, moving up on the outside, getting involved here as they pass 1 kilometre. And this is blazing, 2:33 on the clock. We're on for sub 7:40 at the moment.
Absolutely, Juan Ignacio Pena there of the Dublin Track Club just leading this one very, very well indeed. And you can see when you're down track side just how fast these men are moving. Sometimes on the screen it doesn't look quite as swift, but you can see by how strung out the field already are after just nearly 3 minutes of racing, how fast this race is taking off. So as you say, Griggs just slotting in there behind the pacemaker. He's a man that's coming back into good form and health as well. He's had an up and down season himself, trying to battle towards that 1,500 metre spot at the Olympics, but just outside that. And we're going to just cut down trackside very quickly in the meantime with Sarah Lavin, the winner of the women's 100 metre hurdles.
Well, Sarah, congratulations. That was pretty fast on the new track here.
Yeah, it was great to arrive down on the surface. It's brand new, and the crowd here that's here tonight. When my name got called out, I was like, "Oh, Sarah, you have to win this one tonight." So yeah, brilliant. It's brilliant to have this just down the road now from home.
Another sub 13 for you, and it was pretty quick, wasn't it? And in stiff competition as well.
Yeah, that was. I think that's what I kind of will take from it. I would have liked to maybe go a little bit quicker, but I guess going in with the other girls, there's very little between us on paper, so to be 0.1 over 0.1 and get the win is relatively cool enough tonight, but the wind was in the right direction. So yeah.
Described there after the race as the most loyal and popular athlete in Ireland. Kind words, and the crowd certainly took to you tonight as well again.
Oh, I didn't pay them, I promise. But that's really, yeah, I don't know. I need to find out who said that. I bet you there's a bias there. But no, it's so nice to compete at home. obviously I'm really in a thick training block at the moment because we're 1 month to go to get that peak, but to be able to practice a few things under pressure was a wonderful opportunity to do, obviously in front of a home crowd.
Just explain to us what it means to you personally to be, on the verge of your first ever Olympic Games in a few weeks in Paris.
Second Olympics, but I guess this one time round Tokyo had no crowd, so to have family and friends travelling over, it's the journey you're on with everybody, and it's as much off the track and on the track, and everyone knows what you put into it, and to get to share that moment with them on the biggest sporting stage in the world.
Preparations right on track, yeah?
Yeah. All good. Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic to hear from Sarah Lavin there. As I said, a real fan favourite, someone who shows up all times and shows out, and had a fantastic performance on the new track here to win, as she said, comprehensively in that women's hurdles against athletes of a very, very similar standard to her. So fantastic preparation for her in the middle of a heavy block of training and ready for Paris.
Yeah, out front here we hit 2k in about 5:10, so they're on for about 7:45, but rest assured these men will kick it in hard from here. That is Amos Langat of Kenya out front. The favourite, the race favourite, the most accomplished athlete in the race is Olin Hacker. He is on the shoulder of the leader right now. Remember, a 13:08 indoors, 10th at the US trials recently over 5,000 metres. He was 5th at the World Indoors in Glasgow earlier this year, but look back, just behind Olin Hacker, looming into contention ominously on the outside is Darragh McElhinney. He was brilliant here 2 years ago. He hasn't been in the best form so far this year, but he is rounding back into shape as Darragh McElhinney, and he had an impressive run over 1,500 metres at the Nationals recently to win bronze. Moving up on the outside there, that is Ahmed Mohammed, also of Northern Arizona University, as we see McElhinney just tangle legs there with Langat, but he stays on his feet. Nick Griggs, Darragh McElhinney now fading back through the group, and Nick Griggs still running very strongly. He could well have the Irish under-23 record if he runs a strong last lap.
Yeah, just a bit of a mix-up of legs there, unfortunately for Darragh McElhinney. It seems to have zapped the energy from him as we come in towards that bell call, and Olin Hacker is streaking away here, the man of Hoka, Northern Arizona, his training partner back in 3rd place, but it's certainly not all over yet.
Yeah, it is Hacker. He looks to have gone for home with 400 metres to run. He has turned the screw on this field. Also coming through there in that blue singlet, that is Kasey Knevelbaard of the United States of America. He has run a very patient race, and Nick Griggs is following him into contention. But up front it is Olin Hacker leads Amos Langat, and then it is Knevelbaard back in 3rd, Nick Griggs, and then it is Ahmed Mohammed as well back in 5th. But he has gone for home, Olin Hacker. He ran so bravely. He ran just like this at the World Indoor Championships over 3,000 metres, putting the field to the sword with about 2 or 3 laps to run. Here he waited until the last lap, and Olin Hacker is away and gone. It is Knevelbaard in 2nd, Langat back in 3rd, and look at Nick Griggs with a huge finish. He might get 2nd, but no doubt about the winner. Olin Hacker, majestic, 7:40 on the clock. Kasey Knevelbaard takes 2nd. He's about 7:41, and Nick Griggs, I think, may have just broken Darragh McElhinney's Irish under-23 record of 7:42.86. He's been breaking them at junior level, and now he's up into the under-23 category, and it looks like Griggs has taken another all-time mark for Ireland.
Yeah, fantastic running there from Olin Hacker. As you said, we've seen him do it indoors, and he showed his class there at the field, just held on, didn't let anybody by, and then ripped them apart in that last 100-200 metres. So fantastic performance. 7:40.50 on the clock, and I could safely say Nick Griggs has taken down that record of McElhinney, who unfortunately got clipped, as I said, with about 500 metres to go, and just that really drained the legs from him, and trailed in there in about 8 minutes. But certainly no doubt about the class at the front of the field there on that one. The man from Hoka, Northern Arizona, Olin Hacker.
Yeah, the hair proving no wind resistance whatsoever there on a breezy evening here at MTU. Olin Hacker, again, I'd say he had a few issues after his indoor season. He didn't quite reproduce the magic outdoors the way he was running back in February and March, but as you can see, he is in fantastic shape. 10th recently at those US trials over 5,000 metres, and plenty to look forward to as we see there. This is 500 metres to run there, 6:30 on the clock, and this is when he started applying pressure. It was our Kenyan Amos Langat of the Essex Chojo camp. He was up front, and then it was the Northern Arizona University teammate Ahmed Mohammed there back in 3rd, But you see here, I think he moved to the front, but he didn't really kick it in hard. And now I think that bell and the cheer from the crowd just lifted Olin Hacker. And he said, see you later, guys. I'll cool down with you, but I'm not running this last lap anywhere near you. Goodbye, good night, good luck.
Yeah, you can see Griggs was back in like 5th or 6th there at the bell, and still in 5th here, 300 metres to go. But when he's on, and that big sprint finish certainly did the business. And
it is, I can confirm, an Irish under-23 record. Nick Griggs at the age of 19 is the fastest Irish under-23 in history over 3,000 metres. 7:41.68 for third place. A bronze medal and another brilliant run for the young man from Tyrone.
See Olin Hacker there, 1:20 to go, and behind him just trading places, but no doubt about the champion out front. Olin Hacker at 7:40.49 on the clock. Streaking home, Kasey Knevelbaard and Nick Griggs.